Welcome to all. See, in our previous video classes, we have discussed about second order derivatives. So, what do you mean by second order derivative? The process of differentiating the given function two times, that is called second order derivative. And so, this process will be continued. So, if we differentiate the given function continuously, that is called successive differentiation. So the notation for first order derivative, second order derivative, third order derivative, so generally nth order derivative, those are denoted by y1, y2, y3, y4. So we have worked out some of the simple examples. So in this class, let us consider some more examples, so which carry 5 marks. Okay, we can expect one question on second order derivative in part D. So let us consider such kind of examples in this session. So let us read the first problem. If y equals sin inverse x, then prove that 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx is equal to 0. See, given function is a trigonometric function, inverse trigonometric function. See, y is equal to sin inverse x. So we have to differentiate this function and we have to show that this 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx is equal to 0. So let us consider this. So this is a question of 5 marks. So given y is equal to sin inverse x. So first we have to differentiate here with respect to x on both sides. So differentiating y, we get what? y1. So derivative of sin inverse x. So I am operating differential operator. So derivative of sin inverse x is 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. So that I can write it here. 1 by square root of 1 minus x square. See, this is the first order derivative, that is y1. See, from this step we can follow two methods. Here you can differentiate both sides again with respect to x. Then on the right hand side you have to use quotient rule. Otherwise, so I will cross multiply this. Okay, this and this. I will cross multiply this. Let's see here. So I will cross multiply this. See, y1 into this. See, y1 into this denominator, that is square root of 1 minus x square is equal to, so on the right hand side in the numerator I have 1. So then see here, square root is there. Okay, we can remove this square root, or otherwise we can differentiate again. So for the left hand side, if we differentiate it, we can use the product rule for the left hand side. Then right hand side derivative of 1 is 0. We can differentiate it at this stage only. Otherwise, we can remove this square root. See, we have to remove this square root. So squaring both sides. So what I will do, squaring both sides. Okay, this is my first order derivative. So squaring both sides, I will square, see, left hand side, whatever the quantity on the left hand side, that is whole square, squaring both sides. Then right hand side 1 square is equal to 1 only. See, squaring left hand side, observe this, y1 square into this thing whole square. See, y1 square, okay, y1 square into, see, we have to square this one and this quantity. See, square root of 1 minus x square whole square, that is the square root of 1 minus x square whole square. So square get cancels, and then this inner quantity, that is 1 minus x square. So this is y1 square into, see, 1 minus x square. So this 1 square means 1 only. So square of y1 is y1 square, then this thing whole square I will get the radicand 1 minus x square. Now at this stage we can differentiate again. See, differentiate again with respect to x. So to the left hand side we can operate the, see, differential rule. We can use the product rule for the left hand side. So what I got, squaring both sides, y1 square, see, y1 square into this thing whole square. So that will be what? 1 minus x square. So then I will differentiate again. See, for the left hand side we have to use the product rule. So how to use the product rule? See, this is first function is the what? y1 square. See, first function I will write it as it is into derivative of 1 minus x square. See, derivative of 1 minus x square is, derivative of 1 is 0, derivative of minus x square, I will write minus as it is, derivative of x square is what? 2x. Plus second function is this 1 minus x square into, see, derivative of y1 square. So what is the derivative of see, y1 square? Important here is, see here, observe the term, derivative of y1 square. So use the power rule. Y1 square means x to the power of n. So n into x to the power of n minus 1. 2 minus 1, that is 1, into inner quantity is y1. What is the derivative of y1? Derivative of y1 is y2. Okay, so 2y1 y2. So derivative of y1 square is 2y1 y2. So what I should write here? 2y1 y2. So I have used the product rule for the left hand side. Then derivative of constant, derivative of 1 is what? 0. So we have differentiated with respect to x on both sides. So then minus 2x into y1 square plus 1 minus x square into 2y1 y2, right hand side I got 0. Okay, see, common thing is here 2y1. See, 2y1 square, 2y1. So dividing both sides by the common thing. Dividing both sides by, what is the common thing here? 2y1. So divide every term by 2y1. So dividing every term by 2y1. So what I will get, see, 2y1. I have to divide every term by 2y1. So I will show it here only. See, minus 2x y1 square. I am dividing by 2y1 plus 1 minus x square into 2y1 y2 divided by 2y1. Then 0 divided by 2y1, that will be what? 0 only. So then 2 get cancels. See, 1 y1 here get cancels, and here 2y1 get cancelled. What are the quantities remain here? Okay, I will write it order wise. See, first I will write this. See, 1 minus x square into, so this 2y1 get cancels, 1 minus x square into y2. So that is 1 minus x square into y2. So this thing, then minus, okay, minus, see, 1 y1 cancelled and 2 also get cancelled here. So I get x y1 is equal to, so on the right hand side 0. See, this is the quantity, 1 minus x square into d square y by dx square minus x into dy by dx is equal to 0. So in this way we can get the required result. So here after cross multiplying, what I have done, squaring both sides. So squaring both sides, I am able to remove the square root. See, squaring both sides means this whole square, so that 1 square, okay, 1 square. Okay, 1 square. So 1 square is equal to what? 1. Then on the left hand side, y1 square into the square root of 1 minus x whole square means what? I have 1 minus x square. Then for this product rule, see, this is important step here. So what is the product rule? How can we use product rule? First function, y1 square into derivative of 1 minus x square means what? Derivative of 1 is 0. So derivative of minus x square is minus 2x plus second function 1 minus x square into derivative of y1 square. See, derivative of y1 square is 2y1 into y2. Okay, so derivative of, I have shown it again, so I will show it again. You see, y1 square means what? For this product rule, 2y1 into inner quantity, this y1, derivative of y1 is what? Y2. So in the previous class we have told derivative of y1 is, derivative of y1 is y2, derivative of y2 is y3. So derivative of y1 square is 2y1 y2. This I have written is 2y1 y2. So what is the common thing? 2y1. So dividing both sides by 2y1, we get the required result. Okay, this is a problem for 5 marks. So let us solve another problem here. See, if y equals y equals tan inverse x whole square, then prove that x square plus 1 whole square y2 plus 2x into x square plus 1, 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 is equal to 2. So this is also for 5 marks. So observe carefully. So I am considering the second example. See, given function is y is equal to tan inverse x whole square. Okay, tan inverse x whole square, then we have to prove this thing. See, x square plus 1 whole square into y2, that is second order derivative, plus 2x into x square plus 1 into y1 is equal to 2. So let us take up this one. So let y is equal to tan inverse x whole square. Okay, I will differentiate both sides with respect to x. See, differentiating this, I get derivative of y is what? y1. Okay, so derivative of y is y1 or dy by dx. See, right hand side, so we have to be carefully. See, tan inverse x whole square. Okay, what is the derivative of tan inverse x whole square? So use the power rule, x to the power of n. Derivative of x to the power of n is n into, say, 2 into tan inverse x whole to the power of 2 minus 1, that is 1, into this inner quantity. Say inner quantity, we have to use the chain rule. Derivative of tan inverse x is what? 1 by 1 plus x square. That's why, so we have to be careful and we have to go through all the previous classes. So about chain rule, parametric differentiation, basic formulas. See, 2 into tan inverse x into inner quantity. Derivative of tan inverse x is what? 1 by 1 plus x square. So I have written like this one. So that I got, see, I will write it this. Y is equal to 2 tan inverse x divided by this 1 plus x. So here square root is not there, 1 plus x square. So I will cross multiply this. See, y1 into this 1 plus x square is equal to, on the right hand side, that is this one. So now at this stage I can differentiate again. See this is in order to get the second order derivative. So differentiate both sides, differentiate again with respect to x. So on the left hand side and on the right hand side. See on the left hand side, as we done in the previous problem, product rule. See first function and this is second function. So let me write it here. See first function and this whole thing is second function. See, observe carefully. I am going to use the product rule to differentiate left hand side. See y1. So first function, let me write it as it is, y1 into, see, derivative of 1 plus x square. So derivative of 1 plus x square is, derivative of 1 is 0, plus derivative of x square is what, 2x, plus second function, what is the second function, 1 plus x square into, see, derivative of y1. What is the derivative of y1? Derivative of y1 is y2. Okay, wait, this completes the left hand side. Is equal to, see, 2 is constant, I'll write it as it is, derivative of tan inverse x. Derivative of tan inverse x is, we know formula, 1 by 1 plus x square. That is 1 by 1 plus, see, 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay, let me put the bracket. So this completes our differentiation on left hand side and right hand side. For the left hand side, we have used the product rule. Now, so only thing is we have to simplify this. Okay, see, cross multiplying this. So 1 plus x square is in denominator and this whole thing is on the left hand side. So I will multiply this whole thing by 1 plus x square. So I will cross multiply this. Okay, 1 plus x square, this 1 plus x square into, I will write this 2x y1 plus 1 plus x square into y2 is equal to 2 into 1, that is 2 only. Then, see, I will write every, see, I will multiply every term by 1 plus x square. See, 1 plus, so I will use the arrow symbol here. See, 1 plus x square into this 2x y1 plus, see, 1 plus x square into 1 plus x square. 1 plus x square into 1 plus x square, that is 1 plus x square whole square into y2 is equal to, on the right hand side, let me write 2 as it is. See, what is the common thing here? We are observing, say, 2y1 is, okay. So that is 2y1, sorry, okay, 1 plus x square into 2xy1 plus 1 plus x square whole square into y2. Okay, see here 2y1, so here y2 is there. So let us observe the result here. See, what is the result here? We have asked you to prove. See, we have got the result we desired. See, x square plus 1 whole square into y2. So that is x square plus 1, okay, x square plus 1 whole square into y2. So let me write this term here, x, see, 1 plus x square or x square plus 1, both are same. So here x square plus 1 whole square into y2 plus then 2x y1 into 1 plus x square. See, 2x y1 into 1 plus x square. So we write it as it is, 2x y1 into 1 plus x square. Then on the right hand side, see, on the right hand side we have 2. So this is the required result. So here no need to divide by 2y1 because we don't have any common factor. So for our previous example, we have divided both sides by 2y1 in order to get the required result. So here, after completing this step, we get the required results. You multiply this 1 plus x square into 2xy1, 1 plus x square into 1 plus x square, that is 1 plus x square whole square into y2 is equal to 2. So we get the required result. So this is one of the important problems which has been asked many times in the examination. So okay, y is equal to tan inverse x whole square. So we have to differentiate. So use the this power rule 2 into tan inverse x into derivative of inner function. Tan inverse x is 1 by 1 plus x square. Okay. So in this way we can obtain the result. Okay, let us consider another problem. Then write this here. Example 3. So this is also for 5 marks. So if y is equal to 3 cos log x, 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin log x, then prove that x square y2 plus xy1, okay, xy1 plus y is equal to 0. So this is the, once again, this is another important problem for 5 marks. If y is equal to 3 cos log x plus 4 sin of log x, then prove that x square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. So let us consider this given function. So 3 cos of log x plus 4 sin of c log x. Observe carefully. So differentiate with respect to x. So differentiating y, what I will get? See y1. So no problem on the left hand side. See on the right hand side, okay, 3 cos log x. So it is function of a function. We know that we have to use the chain rule. So 3. So we write it 3 as it is. See derivative of cos. See derivative of cos x is what? Derivative of cos x is negative, minus sin x. So that minus, don't write minus here like this. Okay, that is a coefficient. So that's why I will write this minus. See, derivative of cos x is minus sin x. That is minus sin x means what? Log x. Instead of x, log x into derivative of log x is what? 1 by x. This is chain rule. Derivative of log x is 1 by x. Then plus 4 I will write it as it is. See, sin x, derivative of sin x is cos x. See, cos of log x into this this inner quantity. Derivative of log x is what? 1 by x. So in this way we can use this. See, I have written minus sign here. Okay, so this x is in the denominator. See, here is x is there and here also x is present. So on the left hand side I have y1. So here what I will get? So let me write it. Okay, divided by x, divided by x. So here I can multiply. See, multiply both sides by x. Okay, multiplying both sides by, because in the denominator I have x. So multiplying both sides by x. See, y1 into x, that will be what? X y1 is equal to, so this whole thing into x, so that x gets cancels. I will get only numerator, minus 3 sin of log x. Okay, I am multiplying every term by x. So into x means that x get cancels here. So then this x also get cancels, plus I will get 4 cos of log x. Okay, multiplying both sides by x, I got this. See, now at this step I can differentiate again. See, differentiate again with respect to x. Okay, observe the left hand side. See, x, y1, there are two terms here. So this is the first function and second function. So use the product rule for the left hand side. See, first function, I will write it as it is, x. Derivative of y1, that is y2. So first function into derivative of second function. Derivative of y1 is y2 plus second function is y1 into derivative of x with respect to x is 1 only. So this is the product rule. Then on the right hand side, see, first step what we have done, we have to repeat it. See, that is derivative of this term, that is minus 3, I will write it as it is. Derivative of sin log x, that is derivative of sin x is what? Cos x. That is cos x means log x into derivative of log x is what? Inner quantity 1 by x. Then see, here plus is present, so here cos is there. So derivative of cos x is minus sin x. That's why this sign becomes what? Minus. Derivative of cos x is what? Sin x into this derivative of log x is inner quantity, that is 1 by x. So once again I got x in the denominator. See here, we have multiplied both sides by x to get rid of this x. So once again we have to multiply both sides by x. So let me put the bracket here. So multiplying both sides by x. So what I will get? So x into left hand side is equal to x into every term. So that is x into this xy2 plus y1 is equal to, see, I will multiply this whole term by x, then x get cancels, I get only this, minus 3 cos of log x, then minus, so this x get cancels, if I multiply by x, then that I will get minus 4 sin of, see, log x. This is on the right hand side. Okay, then you multiply every term by x, say x into x, that is x square y2 plus x into y1. So then minus is common, so you take minus outside. So inside the bracket I get, see, minus 3 cos log x, so I have taken minus outside, plus 4 sin log x. Okay, so minus, see this inside quantity, observe this inside quantity, 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, 3 cos log x plus 4 sin log x, there is nothing but y. So we will write this whole thing as y. So this is x square y2 plus xy1, then x square y2 plus xy1, bring minus y to left hand side, plus y is equal to 0. So this is our required result. X square y2 plus xy1 plus y is equal to 0. So in this way we can do this problem. This is an important problem. So it has been asked 3 or 4 times in the examination for 5 marks in part D.